Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us, however you may be joining us. And always glad that at this time of the year, we have people that have been working so hard to bring you a celebration that honors something very, very important. And so to celebrate Martin Luther King Day, we're so very glad to have with us Chanel Tolbert. Chanel, thanks for joining us again,
yes, sir.
man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. It's always an honor to be here.
Well, thank you very much. And again, representing you and your brother,
yes,
right?
Yes, sir.
All the hard work that y'all do together, of course, with the Lafourche NAACP. And you guys work all year long, I know, getting this ready and making sure that we are taking care of and honoring the great Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a lot of work. We try to make sure this is one of the things that we take pride in doing every year.
Right.
And here we are. We're here again.
Here we are. That's
year.
right. Yeah. Tell us about the event, where it's going to take place, when it's going to take place. And we know that weather may play some issues with this, but let's talk about what we have scheduled now.
Okay. So what we got scheduled is our normal January 15th. That's Martin Luther King birthday.
Right.
Happy birthday to him. 95,
That's right.
95th birthday.
That's right. He would be 95.
95. So we have that going on. It's going to be at the St. Luke Center.
Right.
The weather kind of have us on edge right now.
Right.
I think we're going to not do the actual march, but we're just going to meet at the St. Luke Center for 11 o'clock.
Okay.
The theme is going to be diversity.
Right. Diversity. But there's a clarification. It's diversity and?
And the motto is we are better and stronger together.
That's right.
So,
and quite frankly, that's what Martin Luther stood for, right?
Yes, yes.
He stood for coming together and that we're only as strong as we are in strength together doing things
correct.
The right way.
We need each other.
We just do.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. We need each other,
right.
And it's going to be a point to where you're gonna see that, and that's what Dr. King was trying to bring together, togetherness, diversity.
Right.
It just wasn't a group of black people.
Right.
It just wasn't a group of white people. It was black and white. So
everybody.
If you go back and look at a lot of his films, you got a lot of diversity that was in the groups that he had.
Right.
I mean, the NAACP by itself was made by a group of black and whites. So.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know the history of the NAACP, and I wish people did. I try to actually put a lot of information out to people who ask me questions, but I really, really wish that people would just dig a little bit deeper and for themselves, just kind of
and be more learned about what the real history is, right? Because it's not just a group of black individuals.
Right.
It's about how we come together and overcome diversity.
And that's the biggest battle, like one of the biggest battles we have to deal with. People just not knowing, people just hearing the wrong information about the organization.
Right.
Dr. King, he was that guy that loved diversity, and that's what the NAACP is about also.
Right. And bringing in an inclusion.
Inclusion, that's
right?
it. Inclusion is big time.
Right. And so what can people expect for that day? We're going to start at 11, right?
Okay, we're going to start at 11. So like we did last year, the junior youth, 12 years old and under, they can write an essay. Okay?
Oh, that's right.
So they're going to read, the essay is going to be the reason why we celebrate Dr. King.
Okay.
1-page essay.
All right.
With that essay, you turn it in. You could turn it in to Peaches Mini Mart, 1001 Plantation Road, Thibodaux, Louisiana. And they're going to, the best ones, we got first place, going to receive $100.
Oh, my.
Second place, going to receive $75.
Okay.
Third, going to receive $50.
Very nice.
In the past, man, everybody got rewarded in the past. So, it just turn it in. We're going to read it. We got a lot of things lined up that day for the program. We have dance teams. We have speakers. We have a lot of good things that's going on for that day.
And again, that's 11 o'clock.
That's 11 o'clock at the St. Luke Center.
St. Luke Center.
Thibodaux, Louisiana.
Thibodaux.
We're not going to do the march because of the weather.
It's just going to be too cold.
Yeah, it's going to be too cold
to do the march.
got a lot of concerns. We're getting a lot of calls about the weather, the coldness, and I think it might rain also.
Right.
So we don't want
have
to
some freezing rain and just we don't want people to get sick, and we don't want people to be in an unsafe environment.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Potential
Yes,
for ice and those kinds
Yes,
of
sir.
things. Keep it located,
Yes,
centrally located, and let's just talk a little bit about the celebration that day and being able to make sure that we honor Dr. King and what he put forth.
Yeah, I mean, so that day we have to really take in consideration the message.
Okay.
Because we're going to have a lot of great messages that's come across. We're going to celebrate, like I say, the diversity and that we are better and stronger together. That's going to be the theme that we really going to beat on and try to put it in everybody's head that I mean, if you see how we operate together, we're much more powerful.
That's exactly right.
You know, we are a greater force. And we could get things accomplished.
Right.
So
we learned a long time ago that entropy is the theory of things breaking down, but synergy is the combination of things coming together, and that's what we
like
want,
that.
right? In 2024,
Yeah.
we want to
Yeah,
have synergy.
definitely.
We
Yeah.
want to do it together. We want to be able to celebrate, and that's for anybody that wants to come out to the event.
Anybody,
right?
anybody.
Which is a free event.
Anybody's a free event. You know, a lot of people. It's crazy because a lot of people don't know about the march.
Right.
But you know, it's a free event. I encourage everybody to come out.
Well, Chanel, we appreciate you coming on to tell us, not only to remind us what the message is, to remind us about celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, but reminding us what he stands for and that diversity is only as good as us coming together. We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
We are stronger and better together.
That's right. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular Bayou Time. Don't go anywhere. I like my local programming right here on HTV.